quick new video. Shout out to Dating Right once again. You strike again. That's what I'm talking about. No reaction video. Title of this video: Female Male Dating Coach Agrees with Men. Let's see what you talking about here, Dating Right. Let's see what you shown here. Let's get it popping and show stopping.
In this video, we're going to be reviewing a conversation from 8 at the Table, where they talked on the topic of when a man she
toxic
likes
at the
does
table
it versus a man she doesn't like. Let's go ahead and review this.
One man's flirt, depending on how he looks and presents, is another man's sexual harassment.
Yes.
And we are not doing a good job as women being able to explain why it's sexual harassment versus being an attractive opportunity. Men are frustrated. Men are not understanding what is the difference and why am I a threat if I'm being kind to you. So because of your behavior, women, I am now going to pull back my finances and resources. I'm now going to reduce my presence. I'm going to reduce my intentions, my efforts, because I don't want what my intentions are in terms of creating connection with you to be misconstrued as sexual harassment because you don't like how I look. I'm not your type. I remember going out with it was a bunch of women and men, and one of the ladies, this was back in like 2017, a guy was walking, we're all in a group, and the women were in front, the guys were being gentlemen sitting in the back, and one gentleman, he began to pick up his pace, come to the front to open the door on our behalf. And one young lady was just like, "Excuse me, I can open my own door." And I told her, I said, "Speak for yourself. I'm fine if he opens the door." That is confusing and chaotic for a man. Men need consistency. Men are very simple, right? Once, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, what you want, I got you. So,
it's that Me Too bull crap, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy in hood. It's getting to a point where men is not dealing with, you know, women that don't want to date in this modern age, this new era, because stuff like that happens. False accusations is starting to happen a lot more, too much for my taste, and men are really fed up with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even say hi to a chick these days, just to, you know, want to get to know her. Like, being like guys that are really sincere and want to like connect with a woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy in the hood. But if you're attractive, you'll get a pass. Shoot, even then, even if you know, if there's attractive males out there trying to get at women, man, you still got to be careful, because you don't know what time some of these chicks be on, man. They be looking for a come up, want to record everything and do anything for clout. Let's ride out.
what women need to realize is that if you feel like men are no longer princes and they're a bunch of frogs, it's because we have made them into toads.
Mm-hmm.
Women have turned the princes into toads. We have become the frog farmers. We are the ones that told men, "I don't want you to be a prince, you can be a frog." So that is our responsibility collectively as women. I know every woman doesn't do it, but you know, we need to speak in generalizations because then it gets too dicey. But that's what has happened. We have made it okay for men to give us the bare minimum. We have lowered our standards, and men are not creating this, they are responding to this. That's the part that women need to own. That is why the Red Pill community is successful. That's why it exists, because it is true. Women reject the construction worker who might have a little bit of a dad bod, right? He might have a little bit of a dad bod, but he's hardworking, he's fairly attractive, he's 5'11", so he doesn't have all the sixes. He's not 6 foot tall with a six pack and six figures, right? But he's fairly attractive, but she doesn't want him. Not because he's not a good candidate and not because he's not good enough.
And also due to social
women
media.
are wired, we have a very nasty mindset, unfortunately. We
Got
are
these chicks'
very
heads
critical.
all gassed up.
We are very judgmental. We are doing it because we want the other women around us to respect our fly based on the man that we're with.
Yeah.
It's a lot of projection.
Too much of that. Too much of that. This hive mindset. You know, when it comes down to, you know, women that have friends. You know, they have a group of friends because they always worry about what others think of what they got going on. Or they want to be the first ones to do it and be like, ha ha, bitch, ha ha, I got it first. You know, when it comes down to, you know, getting men, like, that junk needs to stop, bro. Like, just go at your own pace and hang out with, you know, women that has your best interests at heart and wants the best for you. But that's almost impossible.
Around what other people are going to say about
women hate each other.
Who this man is to me.
Naturally.
That's a problem.
That's right. For women, it's all a facade. It's all a competition to compete against other women.
Exactly.
That's the truth of why women do their makeup. They get these BBLs because when they go out on dates or on the scene, they want to look around and judge other women in the room. And it's just a thing that I have been seeing modern women doing more and more of these days.
It's a lot of projection around what other people are going to say about who this man is to me. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That is a massive
epidemic
problem for mainstream America. Certainly, when you're arrived at a certain echelon, you can think like that. And people who are at the top echelon are the ones who are dominating the podcasts. So you have high echelon people having these conversations around how they pick. Mainstream people are consuming this information, and they're trying to adopt these ways. It's not going to work for you, mama. You don't qualify because you are really thick. You went and got a BBL, and now you look like Donkey Kong. Very broad up here.
Okay.
Tiny little waist, big bottom, right? And I
Not
can say
Donkey
that, right?
Kong.
And some guys may not want to say that, but I'll say it, right? You look like Donkey Kong out here. And now you want to be treated like you are size 6, upper echelon. You know, it just doesn't work like that.
She
You're not
cooking,
really going to be
y'all.
able to have that. And same thing for
She out here
some of the
cooking.
gentlemen, right? Overweight, right? Your social cues are off, right? You're not charismatic. You cannot hold a conversation. You're not adding depth. You can't get the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking for the 10? Who are you to look for the 10? Why are you judging a woman who can get a 10 because she doesn't want you? We need to be more realistic. That's what's going on. So in that regard.
And back to a video when I was talking about Kevin Samuels. This is what he was trying to tell you. All you women out there, this is what he was trying to tell you. And he was trying to help you. But y'all didn't appreciate it. And I'm certain they don't appreciate how this woman is talking here right now. For those that seen the video from the original link. They probably chewing her up, man. But she don't care, man. She gonna do what she do. She gonna say what she gotta say. And some of the stuff she's saying is true. Let's ride out.
Try to understand why men are frustrated with women because women have made it impossible for men to be able to observe how do I stand in my masculine frame as a man to pursue you, to be the protector provider if you're constantly rejecting me and I don't even know why.
And by the way, guys, this woman here is a certified relationship coach.
Oh,
And me,
certified
advocate,
relationship
just in case
coach.
anyone asks in the comments.
A woman is the Bible will say
Excuse me. Certified. Okay, not like all these other dating coaches that probably don't know what they're talking about and they just, you know, just go to the extreme, you know. I mean, I ain't gonna say no names, but you know who I'm talking about. See, me, I'm just like telling y'all men out there of what women to avoid and who to be with. And put my 2 cents into it. That's all. But yeah, we got a certified relationship coach here. All right, she putting chicken nuggets with some hot sauce on them combos. Let's ride out.
that the woman is the weaker vessel, right? Mainstream society will say that we are vulnerable, right? We're more vulnerable physically. We're vulnerable. We don't have as much testosterone as you do, right? And even when we do get an increase in our testosterone, right, when we're ovulating, it's for about a week, right? So what you get for 4 weeks out of the month, we get for a week, right? When we're at our best. As a result of being vulnerable, feeling vulnerable, you're constantly checking for safety. And if I'm going to sit down and I want to know if I'm going to be safe, I'm going to shake the chair. I'm going to shake the table a little bit. I want to see, can it thrive? Can it survive this pressure? So one of the
flip
things I
the
will
table.
constantly tell
Shit.
men, hear me good, please. Please stop telling women that you are scared of them. Like, I
Huh?
was scared to approach you. I was scared to talk to you. You know, you look so attractive. I was afraid. Stop telling women this, because if you are
Y'all men doing that? Cause I never did no stuff like that. Y'all dudes are really saying that? Huh? Don't do that. Because it shows that you lack confidence in a way. Like you're pretty much telling them like, you know, I guess I'm confident, you know, but that it kind of like makes your presence, you kind of downplaying, you know, what your game plan with her is when you say stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it is a crazy world out here, but y'all really do that, fellas? Please don't do that.
are afraid of me, how are you going to protect us? Because I'm my least threat in my eyes. But if I'm your greatest threat, why would I submit my life to you in your hands? That doesn't make any sense. So I really want men to stop saying things like that. I understand what you're meaning to say, but that's not a great way to convey your masculine strength. So with that being said, she's going to test if you are where your strengths are.
I mean, even if the man is a bit nervous meeting this woman, he still can protect her. I get what she's trying to say. Yeah, don't ever let a woman know you're nervous on the first date meeting her. Some women will instantly.
My father always told me there's one thing: never let a chick see you sweat. And I took that to heart. You do the same.
Lose respect for you as a man. Just don't let her know you're nervous, even if you are. Just play it cool. But I think most men have the power to still protect this woman if need be.
That's one. Two, women feel the most comfortable with truth. And what happens is, as a man, as the masculine, where you may compartmentalize your truth, right? As you begin to grow in relationships and you recognize, if I tell this woman all this information, she is going to flip out. She's not going to be okay. I don't trust that she's going to be able to emotionally regulate herself, so I'm going to give her a part of the truth. In her intuition, she may sense that there's more to the story that's not being said. And so she'll continue to sift. She'll continue to pull and to kind of like draw water out of the well, so to speak, or draw information out of you. Or God forbid you say something and she's just like, wait a minute, you didn't say that the last time that we spoke. Or where's this receipt from? You don't even like Burger King. So what's this receipt doing in the car, right? And so you start to struggle. And so what she is looking for is absolute truth, not a part of the truth, the complete full truth, because she wants to know that her reality is being protected. Anytime you lie, you're stealing someone's reality. You are a thief. She wants to know that she is in safe company.
Ain't that the truth? Women are always going to be listening more than anybody in the room to anything you say or do. Right. She's always going to be sitting around waiting to hear or find out that you told her a lie. So the best policy, guys, is don't even lie to women. That's when things get tricky.
Yep, I agree with that. Even if you feel like she ain't listening to you, she's definitely listening to you when you talk to her. And even times when you think they ain't checking you out, when you're not looking, they are checking you out. When you're not looking, they are low-key about it.
Again, she's going to hold the smallest detail over your head. But hey, some women lie too.
And the safer a woman feels is
according to how
much truth he shares. I get it. I already know what y'all men about to say. Women can't handle the truth. What we cannot handle, what you deem as we cannot handle the truth, is our natural mode. Men like women and they love vagina, but they don't get women. And a lot of men don't even like women. They don't even like the essence of a woman. Her emotional bandwidth, right? That softness. If you want a woman to be soft, if you want her to be feminine and penetrable, what do you think that's going to look like? She's not going to look hard and firm all the time. So you have to embrace and hold space for her emotions if you want a feminine counterpart, right? And so if you want her to be soft and you want her to be feminine, then she needs to know that she is safe. So that is why a woman will consistently shake. Third reason is because a woman is excellent at processing data and basically mimicking, for lack of better terms, or modeling, right? Copycatting, right, would be the layman's terms. So as an example, for me as a woman, over time when I study my man, I know how he wants his plate of food. Right? So it's always so interesting when you see a woman that's come out of a relationship into her next relationship, she's going to prepare the next man's food the way she prepared her last man's food. So if her former boyfriend liked gravy on his right, like the gravy on top of the rice, but her new man wanted on the side, she doesn't know that yet. So she's going to present him the plate with the gravy on top of the rice, and he might correct her and say, no, I don't like my food that way. So she'll learn how to prepare his food. So another reason why a woman is testing is because she wants to know what the culture of this relationship is, this dynamic. So she's going to be testing to see what is going to be consistent, what is his consistent mode, and if there's anything inconsistent, she's going to point it out.
She made some good points, but if she really want to be taken much seriously, she need to get a ring on her finger to be talking all that, and you ain't got no ring on your finger. That's how toxic men like me, I guess, look at it. But you guys drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about what she had to say.
She might be working on it, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Hey, dating right, you never know. She's probably working on it. She's saying the right stuff, you know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes, you know, people can say the right stuff and they do the total opposite. Some people can say what they, you know, say, and they really about that. Hopefully she's really about that. Well, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Let's have a conversation about that, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I do a variety of videos here. Turn that notification bell up. We up, hot sauce gang. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.